Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again to the AJS TV channel. Today it is Aston Villa at Villa Park versus Manchester City in the Premier League. Now, as everybody knows, the Super League, all this discussion over the last couple of days, I haven't made any content about it because I just wanted to just briefly talk about it before the stream today. Because I always leave 10 minutes before the game just to have a bit of discussion about just anything related to Villa or the Premier League, and especially the teams are playing. And just so happened to playing a team who were going to join this European Super League. Now, I could go into it about what it all is. I'm sure you all know, but basically, just to sum it up, the big six of the Premier League have all come together and decided to leave pretty much the Champions League, the Europa League, and join their own system where no one can leave and no one can get relegated. And they'll always do that. They have no merit to go there. There's no... Realistically, there's nothing to earn their place there. Like West Ham right now are currently in a Champions League position, but they wouldn't be playing at the elite level, which would be the Super League. And I'm so glad it's finally collapsed. I hope... Well, I'm glad it's actually collapsed already, but it's something I was definitely going to talk about, and I was going to campaign this, to get it all cancelled. But I'm glad it's already all gone. I'm very happy for that. I had a message already from Miguel before the stream started saying thank God the Super League was cancelled. I think it's just great for football. Please beat City. I doubt it, Paul. I very much doubt it, but I appreciate you coming here. Look at this underscore. Reference to the fact my Twitch has underscore in it because there's already an AJS TV. That is actually a very, very what do they call it? Like an inactive channel. That was it. I could speak to Twitch if they don't upload anything. I could speak to Twitch and maybe take their username, but I very much doubt it. But I appreciate you all coming in. Hope you are all doing well. I've had a good day. We got Manchester City today. Now away from the Super League, this is a tough game. It would have been better for it to just been delayed by another day. So like if the Super League was cancelled tomorrow, City would have still been, their minds would have been all on this. And maybe they wouldn't have played to their best. Now it's all been cancelled officially. They will play better football, I feel. They'll be much more relaxed. So yeah, Kelvin says, really can't wait for this fixture. It's sad I'm not monitoring. I could fix that, to be fair. But you don't really turn up to my my YouTube streams as much as my Twitch ones. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this game today. I do think we are going to lose. But, I'm a Villa fan and I'll always be as optimistic as I can. And I think we could do something today. You never know. You never know. Nothing is 100% in football. If I've learned anything, nothing's a guarantee. So we could win today and shock the world. They're probably going to win the league no matter what happens today. It's pretty much a nothing game for them because it's almost guaranteed. And with us being that far away from Europe, without Grealish, without our best players, we're going to be in trouble. If you beat City, then there's much better chance. I don't think you'll catch them, but it is true. Or I should be moderator, but I'd be putting myself time out of the time. Oh dear, Dean. Oh dear. So, guys, predictions. I'll get into that. I'm going to read the lineups for today. Obviously, we've had injuries. The Liverpool game, we had Trezeguet go off injured. We had Traore go off injured. We've had a lot of players recently who can't play, which is a bit unfortunate. So we've got Martinez in goal, back four of Cash, Konza, Mings and Target, which hasn't changed in a while. Nakamba, Louise as the two central defensive midfielders. Traore, McGinn, and in comes Jacob Ramsey on the left-hand side with Ollie Watkins up front. So the 4-2-3-1 is like the prediction for today. So it's Dino. He is a troublemaker, yeah, 100%. We are on a much better... You are on a really good run, but I feel like it's a little bit too late. Is what I will say. If you did this 10 games ago, I think you would have really given them like a good push. But yeah, they're apparently, according to Sky, in their last 10 games against Villa, they've won 9 of them. The last time we beat them, I think, was in 2013. We beat them, well, someone's showing a 2011 game. I remember watching that. We beat them 1-0. Darren Bent scored on his debut for Villa. We beat them 1-0. Remember being a little kid watching that game, getting very excited. 3-0 City. Yeah, I'll go into what I feel like is going to happen today. But yeah, predictions aren't confident. Predictions: the winner's going to win. Oh yes, what an amazing prediction. Although there could be a draw, so you never know. Arson, hello. You always say the same thing. Your comment is always the same thing every time. I think the loser's going to lose. Oh, a great prediction. Dean said, I told you AJ Jacksy's. I don't think it's fully gone. I can't believe he's still not back. It hurts me. Nice jersey, by the way. Cheers. So, I want to... Well, the away kit is currently on sale. So, I might buy it and then put it in the background and stuff like that next season. Because obviously, we ain't got much longer of this season left. So, I might do it. Because I got a few shirts and I want to get more. I want to have a big collection eventually. If United ruin their streak, then anyone can beat them. True. That was a good game, actually, when you beat them. Luke Shaw scored a great goal that game. I don't show up to these streams because there's no... and I can't even make one because I don't own it. Or I remember watching City versus Villa at the game, and we got a last-minute winner when going halfway up the pitch with an open goal. Oh, that was Andreas Weimann scoring that. I remember very much. And I was going to go to that game. I was going to go to that. And I was going to go with my dad. I was like, I think 12 or 13. But my dad was convinced we were going to lose. So we ended up going like the next home game, which we didn't even win. So yeah, very sad. I was going to be at that game. And I was trying desperately to convince my dad at the time to take me to it. But he was like, oh, we're going to lose anyway. So yeah. What's your thoughts on the Super League? So, I did kind of go into it. I'm going to go through the City lineup first and I'll talk about it. Edison in goal, Walker, Stones, Diaz and Zinchenko is their current back four, has been for a while. Silva, Rodri and Gundogan in midfield. Mahrez, Jesus and Foden on the left wing. Super League was a disaster. A massive disaster in terms of the whole idea, the execution, just in general, not telling the players, not telling the fans, not telling even the manager. Awful. The PR was terrible. It was never going to work, and it took to one team really to kind of collapse this all, which was technically Man City, or you could say Chelsea as well with their fans. You know, big credit to both of them. I know it's not the team's fault. I want to say the owner's fault, but it was a disgusting idea. And I'm so glad it's collapsed. I'm so glad. It would have ruined football, genuinely. And there's no exaggeration. I'm not saying this for an effect. It would have ruined football because it would have just made it a franchise. It would have took all the money out of the Football League, which would have, the money filters down from the Premier League down to the National League. So it would fund the local teams. I live in a place called Tamworth, right? And this football team has been around since 1930. It would not function without the Premier League. It would not function in the Super League. It's that simple. Because the money from the Premier League would have been cut to pieces, and teams lower down would not be able to, to run. And it's that simple. It would have ruined English football. So I'm very glad it has ended. I'm so happy with everyone petitioning and really pushing this. I'm very impressed. The UK government, big credit as well, Boris Johnson, all went against it. And we won. We won, guys. So I'm very happy. Hi AJ, hope you're doing good. Looking forward to the watch along. Hope we can do a Leeds on them. You never know, could get a cheeky point here and there. Who knows? Have you seen what UEFA proposed? Oh, the Champions League idea is another topic. It is another topic that is really, yeah. I don't like the changes. I don't know why they needed to change them. I'm not saying the Champions League is in a good place. It really isn't. UEFA and FIFA have messed up several times. Look at the Newcastle takeover that collapsed because of the money involved. It is a mess, but it's less of a mess than the Super League. And we are just about to kick off at Villa Park for Aston Villa versus Manchester City. City will kick off from right to left towards the whole town. Calvin says, yeah, you're right, it's good that it's cancelled. Yeah, 100%. Everyone's just in agreement with all this. Probably the most footballers ever come together to agree on one thing. And you never get people agree on things in football. So yeah, it just shows how horrific the situation was. Dean says Riyad Mahrez, Kevin De Bruyne, and Sterling 3-0 City. De Bruyne's not playing, I don't believe. We have kicked off. De Bruyne, I don't think he's even on the bench for Manchester City, but they still have a very strong team. I'm going to get my lineup and we're going to switch the overlay because I've remembered to do it this time and I never remember to. And what the hell's going on up here? That is supposed to be the timer that I've messed up, apparently. Aston Villa have scored! What? I've just missed the goal! What? We've scored in the first 30 seconds of the game! I've been sorting out my timer. We've kicked off. Tyrone Mings has played a long ball down into the middle. Watkins through to John McGinn. And Aston Villa have the lead in 30 seconds into the game. Unbelievable start. I'm sorting out my timer and we've only gone and scored. John McGinn has put Aston Villa in front. With literally the kick of City haven't touched the ball. Manchester City have not even touched the ball and Villa already in front. John McGinn with only his second goal of the season, his first goal, by the way, since the Liverpool game, which were the 7-2. That is mental. I'm so sorry I've missed that. We haven't scored that early in a very long time. Very clever, lovely ping by Tyrone Mings, by the way, to get that ball really high up and put the Manchester City backline under pressure. And what a goal. John McGinn already. And I need to fix this timer because this is the reason why I missed the goal. It's really irritating that this has happened. And for some reason, I can't get it to separate from the banner. Oh, I've locked it in, that's why. What has it done this for? This hasn't done this in a very long time. But what a goal. Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 0. I'll change the scoreline first. I literally turned my head to see John McGinn celebrate. And I was like, what's going on? Unbelievable. Absolute scenes. And I know I'm missing my chat a little bit. I just got a little bit to sort out here. But yeah, incredible start. This is what I mean though. Manchester City are a beatable team. Then games like this are winnable at the end of the day. This is absolutely incredible. I don't know how I'm going to fix this though. This is never broken like this before. Very clever from the Villa backline though. I will say that. You know, I'll go back to this screen for now. I can't even do that because it's got the verses. This is cringe. But yeah, wow. I've been blown away. The annoying thing is with this, I can't test it beforehand because I use a website and it doesn't update until it starts. But yeah, incredible. Crossing from Mahrez headed away by Tyrone Mings. If Villa beats City, we can have half decent title race. It's still 30 seconds into a game. It's mental. I know this is in the way. I'm sorting it out. I've been blown away. I was trying to fix this. Hang on. The height. Oh, that's the length of it. From here, maybe. I don't understand why this is being all funny. If I do that, what happens? Nothing. Amazing. Absolutely, mate. I've used this website for a very, very long time. Okay. There we go. We're getting somewhere. And I might just have to use a very tiny one for now. So I actually don't know what to do. Oh, wait, no, that's just saying the scoreline. I need the actual time. I think the website has changed it. That's why. I'll sort it out in a little bit. But yeah, forget the overlay. Who cares about the overlays? Who cares? I'm going to just drag it up here. Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 0. 4 minutes into the game. Nothing has happened since. Ollie Watkins on the ball for Villa. Plays it out wide to Bertrand Traore. He's got Matty Cash on the overlap. Might find him. Does find Cash. On the byline. Cross comes into the middle. And it's headed up into the air by Stones. Traore challenges. It's going to go to Louise. Good block from Walker. Just about City defend it. And Aston Villa... Well, we've dominated this. This is incredible. This is absolutely incredible. I'll fix the overlay at half time because I can't be asked to do it right now. I need to read the chat. I know I've been ignoring my chat and I do apologise. They called the Super League snaky Then they've gone and done something almost as bad. True, I believe the Champions League right now, what they're doing is a bit messy. I don't know why they're changing it at all. It's perfectly fine the way it is. Perez is the biggest fraud in football. I 100% agree. Super League shows how corrupt these owners are, especially Glazers. All the American owners are shocking. They are all absolutely shocking. Don't get it twisted. They all don't care about the teams. Kroenke, the Glazers, FSG do not care at all. Thrown to Aston Villa, Manchester City have put it out of play. This is absolutely shocking from them. This is unbelievable. I also had a haircut as well, as you probably can tell. Looking at the replay again, John Stones with the mistake sliding in doesn't get a clean connection to the ball, which sees it go to Ollie Watkins, who squares it into the middle. John McGinn rolls it away. John Terry looking very happy with the goal. Here's Matty Cash running forward for Aston Villa, driving at Man City, who are kind of a bit exposed here. Traore now for Villa, cuts into the box. Traore's shot hit. Oh, it's blocked on its way through by John Stones, and Aston Villa have a throw-in inside Manchester City's half by the box. Great start for Villa. We're looking very confident, which is something I haven't seen about Villa in a while. Yes, I'm still reading like really late messages. If you beat them and we beat Leeds, only 5 points in it. It's close, man. Very close, but very long way to go in this game, and it can change massively. I've already gone through my opinions on the Super League, just like everyone else. It's a disgrace, and I'm glad it's ended. John McGinn for Aston Villa, forward to Ollie Watkins against the back line of Manchester City. Watkins' shot deflected up and over and into the hands of Ederson. It is 1-0 to Aston Villa. That is the score. John McGinn with the opening goal in the first 30 seconds of the game. As I was sorting out my stream, by the way, because something wrong with my timer, and I look over and I've seen a goal. We haven't scored that early in a very long time. I've completely blew away. Pep Guardiola looking perplexed on the sideline here. So yeah. I will sort out all the overlays and all that at half time. It's never broken. I've used this website, and if you want to know, it is Flash Score. Everyone uses Flash Score for pretty much everything, because you can see all the National League sides and everything. It has loads of sports, even like golf, boxing. It covers everything, and I use it for my overlays. And for some reason, they've changed the. I don't know if they've changed the resolution of the different pages, but it's just different for some reason. A mistake again for City, but the ball is deflected very kindly as a chance for Bernardo Silva going through, but a great tackle Nakamba to get the ball away for Villa. Traore now. John McGinn tries to play it forward. He's lost the ball here. That's a very poor pass. Jesus for Manchester City. Opportunity for Mahrez in the box for City. Against Tyrone Mings, the ball just squirms its way back out to Bernardo Silva. On the right-hand side, chance for a cross. Jesus is pushed really out wide here. Needs support from midfield. City trying to get players forward. Villa, loads of defenders back. Chance for Mahrez. Great tackle target. And that'll be a throw into Manchester City. First time they've had the ball properly in Villa's half. And we're 8 minutes into the game. Hello, Noise. How are you doing, big man? How are you doing? Paul says, your enthusiasm is what makes watch-alongs such good fun. Thank you, I appreciate that. I'm always happy when we win, I will say, and I try and be, as energetic or at least as entertaining when we lose, which happens a lot. Phil Foden now on the left-hand side for Manchester City against Cash, cross deflected. Will be a corner to City at the whole town. The goal was good, Cat, by the way. The goal was very good. And hello to RDG7. How you doing? Neil says we're looking good. Need more goals, 100%. A second goal, you never know what will happen here. City, I think, are starting to slowly develop. Corner taken short. Foden against Cash. Left-footed cross. Good one into the middle. Watkins heads it away. Luiz only as far as Zinchenko, who's given the ball away to Douglas Luiz. Just about get away with it. City forced all their battles. Poor from Zinchenko, nearly through the game there. It was a good goal. It was a fantastic pick out from Tyrone Mings. Take no credit away from him. Like, he won't go down on the list for the assist, but if he doesn't play that pass, we don't score. It's as simple as that. Ollie Watkins will be credited with the assist and McGinn for the goal, but it was all the work of Tyrone Mings. Chance for a cross on the right hand side again. City starting to really get the ball. Great tackle, Jacob Ramsey in the box. There's a little shiver as I think possibly a penalty, but that's very clean. Target goes long towards Ollie Watkins, possibly an offside. Doesn't go to him anyway, as John Stones will pick the ball up for Manchester City and go back towards Edison. Still 1-0 to Aston Villa 10 minutes into the game. How you doing, Jamie? I'm all right. Thank you very much. Currently not watching the game until it's 1-1. That's a bit plastic, if I will say so myself. Maybe the 7-2 again. I doubt Manchester City's defence is that fragile, but we caught them out. You could say that we did the same against Liverpool, but to a bigger extent. But we definitely caught Manchester City out. Who would have thought we'd take the lead 30 seconds into this game? Great tackle, Ramsey. I'm seeing the replay again. I think Bernardo Silva's looking for a penalty there, but he didn't get it, obviously. But we've started this very, very well. I will not jinx it. I will try not to. Hello, Harry FC. A nice calendar. Yeah, I forgot about that. I put a calendar up there. I've got a larger field of view camera, which picks up way more than it used to. City have an incredible away record. They've won their last 16 on the road, only conceding 7 goals. So they've already conceded 1 tonight. So that is amazing. Alex said, let's go Villa. Harry said, wasn't paying attention until I heard the goal. I wasn't paying attention. I had something go wrong with my overlay. I'm fixing it, looking to the right and seeing John McGinn celebrate a goal. We haven't scored that early all season. And it sounds a bit sad, but I wasn't expecting us to score that early. It was a dive from Silva, yeah, I think so. He was trying to look for something that wasn't there. And, yeah, easily a dive. We'll take that all day. John Stones tries to go sideways. Finds Kyle Walker. Used to play for Aston Villa, remember. Walker out wide to Mahrez against Jacob Ramsey. Mahrez cuts inside, right-footed, across the face of goal, and that will be a throw-in to Aston Villa. On his weaker right boot as well. I think he's left-footed, I'm pretty certain. On his weaker right boot, plays a ball across, and it will go out. And hopefully they don't press this in a little bit too much. I'd rather, obviously, a goal kick than a throw-in, because they could just try and push us into the corner and give the ball away. Cash to take the throw for Villa. 13 minutes gone. 1-0 to Villa. Pass accuracy, I can go into that if you guys want. It's very early to say, because obviously there's not many passes as of right now. But City have had 76% of the ball. They've had 112 passes. Incredible. They've had literally triple our passes, and yet we've scored. But yeah, I can't. It doesn't actually. The website I'm using right now doesn't show it. It just shows the amount of passes. Long ball play to Foden. Great interception from Matty Cash will mean a corner kick to Manchester City. AJ the Fay looking clean. There's a lovely pick out to the left-hand side. Great touch from Foden. He does slip, but he gets away with it. Cash has to concede the corner. Come on, Villa, United fan. Appreciate the support, Logan. Corner, Foden to take from Manchester City. Aston Villa gone. We might lose. You never know. Football's a crazy game. Corner comes in from Foden. And it's flicked up into the air. Not the cleanest of clearances. It's going to go to the far side of Mahrez. Mahrez pulls it back to the edge of the penalty area. Silva's cross to the back stick. Headed away by Cash. Still in Manchester City's possession. Chance for Cancelo. Skips away from McGinn. Lays it off again to Bernardo. Again to Mahrez on the right-hand side for Manchester City. Right-footed cross. Deflected corner to City. They're really starting to dominate this game now. Getting chances into the box. It was actually, Rodri. He was involved with that. I think I mentioned Cancelo. He's not playing. It was Rodri. So I apologise for the football fans out there who are very to detail about things. Corner taken quickly. Zinchenko now. Left-footed cross to the back stick again. They keep doing this. Into the middle. It's a good chance. John Stones with the mistake as he tries to pull it back. And eventually it was cleared. That was a good ball into the middle. And John Stones made a mess of that. Zinchenko has it back for City again. 15 minutes played, still 1-0. Bernardo Silva on the left-hand side this time. Goes back to Zinchenko. He's had a lot of the ball, in fairness. Gundogan back to John Stones for Manchester City. Goes to the left-hand side with Silva. Silva against Cash. Again rolls it back to Oh, it was a poor cross from Rodri. Very, very poor. And that will go straight into the hands of Emi Martinez. And hopefully we can actually get more of the ball this time. So yeah. We could have we could have heard Scream Boy, your voice was gone last time. My voice went to pieces against Fulham. I would have definitely screamed after that goal. I can't believe I missed it. That was horrific. All because my timer was broken. I know why now. They've changed the size of the timer, so that's a bit frustrating. They've actually made it smaller on the on the website now, which is why it didn't work. I should have tested that first. You got a haircut too. Nice, Harry. I appreciate that. And Miguel, I needed a haircut really badly. It was horrific. You can look at my older videos and see how bad it was. I think West Ham versus Chelsea, whoever wins that will get a top 4 place. Possibly, yeah. West Ham looking very strong right now. Zinchenko from Manchester City. Gundogan with a poor pass, very well cut out by Nakamba. Eventually put out a play by John McGinn. I think McGinn was just trying to feed the ball back to Ramsey potentially to try and build a counter-attack for Villa. But it wasn't a great pass. Gundogan for City. Here's Rodri back to the halfway line. John Stones finds Diaz. City, they're doing what I think Liverpool do quite well, is pass through the middle. Foden chance for City. He should have had a shot there. He cut through the middle of Villa's defence and went for a cross. It weren't the best. City still have the ball, but I think you should have had a go. You might as well. You're a goal down. Chance for a cross again. Mahrez. City definitely dominating the ball. Cross from Walker. Miscued by Ramsey. It's going to go all the way out to the far side. We just about get away with it. Here's Cash for Villa. Tries to dig a ball out. 60-yard pass towards Watkins. Again given away. I feel like this is going to be a long game for Aston Villa. Pass forward up to Gabriel Jesus on the byline for City. In the box now. Pulls it back to Gundogan. Blocked by Tyrone Mings, smashed away by Target, and Villa have had about 10% of the ball in the last 5 minutes. Foden now. Back to Zinchenko. City really piling on the pressure. Gundogan out to the far side again. Walker looking for Bernardo Silva. Silva to Mahrez in the box. Passing is brilliant from City. Mahrez against Luiz. Goes back to Silva. Silva has Target and Traore on him. City really struggling to actually get this ball into the box. The passing is good, but they're struggling to break down Villa. Here is Bernardo Silva once again. Ball played through to Rodri. Cut out by Target, and a good clearance from Target, to be fair. And Villa clear their lines just to go back to Manchester City again. We just can't seem to put the ball out of play, which is what we need, really, because City just keep recycling this ball, playing it down the right side. The timer is covered because it was broken, and we had to fix it, which is the reason why I missed the Villa goal. Cash now for Villa, 80 minutes gone, still 1-0. Goes long towards Ollie Watkins. He does well, Watkins, but doesn't do it quite enough to retrieve the ball for Villa and to possibly lead an attack. But City have definitely really started dominating this game and really grinding at the Villa backline. Crosses from the right hand side. They're definitely focusing more on this right hand side with Bernardo Silva, with Mahrez, and exploiting us. Zinchenko now cuts inside away from Ramsey to Gundogan, the edge of the Villa box. Finds Rodri. Rodri to the right hand side again. Kyle Walker's shot. It's got to go all the way through, and Cash clears it for a corner to Manchester City. I don't think he needed to do anything there, in my opinion. I think that's just going out harmlessly for a goal kick, but he's being safe, and I'd rather safe than sorry, because, you know, with Foden at the back post, anything can happen. Corner at the whole 10. Corner comes in very quickly, and it's going to go all the way out to the far side with Mahrez. Mahrez in the Villa box now. Mahrez! Great save, Emi Martinez, and he holds the follow-up. Brilliant goalkeeping from the Argentine. And I just want him to hold this ball as long as he can. Oh dear. Miguel said, I'm so happy because the European Super Crap got cancelled. Me too. I think the whole football world is happy. My trim is more alive than yours, and my dad cut my hair. I'm sure. I'd like to see pictures of that said trim. Harry said what we need to do is press them. We look sloppy. So we're looking a bit scared already. We've barely had the ball since we've scored. And we're looking like a team in the, you know, bottom 5 trying to get a point against a top team. We're not playing, you know, like the way like big teams play big teams. We're letting them dominate the ball. We're letting them have a lot of the ball, and I'd rather go at City a little bit, even though we are winning. I'd rather just keep it up, make City work. That eventually they are going to score. We keep playing like this. Konza back to Emi Martinez. Good press from City. Emi Martinez has to clear it long and even concede a throw-in under the press from City. Not good enough from Villa. We force backwards and we give the ball away. Come on, Villa, says Bruno. Obviously, all the United fans will will be on the Villa support today. You never know; they could really push the league if City do end up losing this game. I also don't know if you saw my trim is. I did see. I've read it. Yeah. Do not send me your trim, but I will not believe you. Do you have a I do have a Discord, and I'm just going to press that. Hopefully the message comes through. There is a little bit of delay. There we go. I hope the link does work. If it doesn't, just let me know and I'll sort it out half time, just like my overlays. Interception from Watkins nearly leads to a Villa counter-attack, but thankfully defender is back covering for City. It was Diaz there. Long ball play forward to Zinchenko. On the overlap for City, Foden, Villa exposed, Foden to the far side, Mahrez in the box of Manchester City, chance cross, Foden taps it in, City level, Phil Foden with a simple goal. That's poor from Villa defensively. We let them through, and after all our good work in the first 4 or 5 minutes of this game, it's all been undone by a long ball, by a very Brexit ball, played from Ederson towards Zinchenko, lays it off to Foden, played it out to the far side. Mahrez with Bernardo on the overlap. Bernardo pulls it back into the middle, and Foden taps it in for an equalizer. Poor defensively from Villa, not good enough, but it is what it is. It's something I'm used to at Aston Villa. I'm trying to see whose fault it was, really. I think the midfield could have picked up him. I don't think Tyrone Mings has done anything wrong. He's just covering the near post. I think Konza should have come out to him, potentially. That might have been his fault. Noise, you're plastic. You don't get a say. You've not been watching the game. Yo, AJ, what timing? Yeah, the timing's fantastic. It is 1-1 at Villa Park, and it's been deserved. It's been deserved. They've done quite well since going a goal down. A lot of teams do bottle a little bit, having to fight from behind, especially when they have something to play for. They have the league to play for. They've got Manchester United sneaking behind them. They can't afford to drop points, and with us rattling them, getting an early goal, we've gone on to play quite poorly since. In truth, it's not been good enough. Giving the ball away, silly. I think we've had 10% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. It's nowhere near good enough. Zinchenko to Foden, gets it back. Finds Gundogan. See, even after conceding, still City have the ball and very keen to keep it. Villa need to really go at City now. I said it was inevitable. The fact they were going to score against us, really inevitable. Chance for a cross. It's Bernardo Silva. Good tackle from the Camber. Ball falls very kindly to Zinchenko. It's now Foden. Foden to Jesus. Chance for City. Gabriel Jesus pulls it back again. Gundogan. Villa completely camped the box. Is Jesus on the left-hand side now for City? He hasn't really had the ball much, in truth. Zinchenko to Rodri to Gundogan. Gundogan to Foden. Back to Gundogan. Foden again in the box for City. Turns away. Foden shot over the bar. To be fair, it was against like 4 or 5 Villa defenders, and he just couldn't put his shot on target. It is what it is. We haven't been good enough. I'm going to try and fix this now because I'm not exactly... it's just been one way of traffic from City, really. How come... Oh, because... Why not? Epic Games gave it for free, so why not? Oh, I have to read... Oh, this is really bugging me now. So if I do this as 0 and this is 0, what on earth comes up then? So I want the bit there. Okay, I'm going to turn this off for now. But I 100% want the timer bit in the middle. It's really awkward. Told you, we're not losing just yet. We're not losing just yet. Give the boys some credit. We scored a very good early goal. So yeah, Foden's dribbling is very good, and I think he'll be a very, very good player in the future for sure. But finishing let him down there is what I will say. It's hard to criticise a man who's pretty much dribbled through an entire backline. Kind of, he reminds me of Grealish a little bit. I predicted 3-0, so I predict 3-1. I didn't actually give a prediction, but I would have honestly said 3-0 to City as well. Very surprised with the early goal. John McGinn as an attacking midfielder. I don't know why we don't play him there more. I think he's a good cam. He scored a lot of goals last season against a lot of big teams, so what's the point of not playing there? I don't think he's that great defensively. I think his passing can be okay. I think probably the best cam we have. And that's quite sad considering we have Ross Barkley and we have Morgan Sanson, and I think he's better than both of them in that position. Again, City have the ball. Mahrez, great tackle target. Love to see that. John McGinn's gave it away here. Chance Mahrez. Bernardo Silva goes down into the box. Nothing is given. I'm sure VAR will look at that. He's claiming for a penalty. Nothing's shown. Referee doesn't give anything. We're going to look at the replay. Mahrez found Bernardo. Bernardo cut in. Great tackle. Great tackle from Tyrone Ming. Gets the ball very cleanly. He gets a bit of the man afterwards, but he gets the ball. Simple as. Yeah, as Noise said, 4-1 to City. Definite deflection. I doubt it. It won't be 4-1. I think 4 is a bit mad. But you never know. Good tackle, Tyrone Mings. Never a penalty in a million years. I'm very pleased. That was a great challenge. Emi Martinez dives on the ball too. Tyrone Mings for Villa. I don't want to see the possession stats in truth because it's been a bit horrific. It's 19%. Yeah, I knew it was bad. I didn't think that bad. Here's Traore for Villa. Traore cash on that overlap. Traore tries to dig a pass to Ramsey. Ramsey's gone down! Surely a foul. Unbelievable. Referee doesn't give it. Traore with a very long diagonal pass towards Ramsey. That's a foul. That's a free kick. Walker has just put his elbow in front. I think that's a foul. Still the ball has it's Villa have the ball with Ramsey side netting. Well, I was kind of caught off guard there because the cameras just changed over to Villa on the attack. It was because Ederson slipped over. That's what gave Villa the ball. Ederson slips over on the goal kick. Jacob Ramsey for Aston Villa. Near post shot hits the side netting. And yeah, that's why Villa suddenly had an attack. That completely caught me off guard. Zinchenko for Manchester City tries to drag back against Traore. Villa pressing quite well here. Ederson smashes it long. Good feet from him. Tyrone Mings heads it away for Villa. And it's now John Stones for Manchester City. A bit better from Villa. You know, we carved a chance out. We had the opportunity. Villa can't hold the lead. To be fair, we are playing the best team in England right now. So as much as, you know, it is critical and it's not great that, you know, we've had 19% of the ball. It's not brilliant, but they are a good team. They are a good team. They're top of the league for a reason. And they've won their last 16 away games in a row for a reason. They have an incredible side. Dean said, I genuinely see us drawing against West Brom, finishing 14th. I'd rather be positive, Dean. I would rather be positive, to be honest. I always say it's going to be another Villa on the ball, slips, hits side netting, gets tackled, loses the ball, hits crossbar. Said it for our last 6 games have been wrong. To be fair, when we beat Fulham, you got that wrong. Phil Foden from Manchester City, driving up Villa, Foden, Jesus back to Foden, and just about doubted by Cash. And then Cash dribbles the ball past Mahrez, smashes it long. Good defending from Cash, to be quite fair. Walker has actually given the ball away to Watkins, and is bailed out by a centre-back. He's Mahrez, and John Stones goes on a run. Mahrez doesn't find him. Bernardo Silva now for City. Digs it out to the halfway line. See, I don't see the point in that pass. He's gone proper backwards, possibly to get John Stones backwards for City because he went on a run. He's Jesus now on the left-hand side for City. Cuts inside on his right boot, pulls it back. Gundogan for Manchester City. tries to find Jesus. Zinchenko takes it over. Zinchenko back to Rodri. Jesus, one-touch passing from City. Jesus back to Rodri. City still trying to work their way through on the left-hand side here. Zinchenko doing brilliantly. Finds Jesus again. Jesus back to Rodri. Villa being quite resolute defensively. Gundogan finds Kyle Walker. Now on the right-hand side for Manchester City. Through ball play towards Rodri in the box for City against Tara Mings. He has to go backwards again to Mahrez, to Walker. Villa pretty much have the whole team defending this. Here is Gundogan again back out to Walker on the right hand side. Villa, tell you what, defensively very well structured. City having to go side to side here, and we've actually forced them all the way back to John Stones. And Zinchenko slipped over. Villa have the ball back. Traore through ball forward to Ollie Watkins. Good defending that. Diaz sliding in to stop Ollie Watkins, and Villa's attack is gone. That is harsh. We had a good attack there. Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. Sub if you are new. Just to support, because, you know, some of you guys are here for the first time. Chaps for a cross into the middle, and Emi Martinez has done brilliantly. And if you want to support me even more, you can be a member today. I think I have a button for that. You can become a member and help support me. And yeah, help grow this channel. It'd be fantastic. Dean said I was right about Fulham. It was only because something went weird in the last 10 minutes and we won, a bit like the 7-2. We'll never beat them again anytime soon. It's weird. I don't mind a fluke. I do not mind a fluke. Who cares? Who cares? We played well when the subs came on. That's the real Villa to me. The attacking Villa, the passionate Villa players. That's what I saw. Someone put Noise in timeout. I don't... Why? 1-0. Yeah, they got an equalizer, to be quite fair. Well, it's Manchester City. They dominate the ball quite well. And we just couldn't quite keep up with their attacking players. We made a little mistake, and arguably their best player right now, Phil Foden, scored. So, yeah. Dean, please don't be rude to people in chat. That'd be fantastic. Football, that's a yikes in it. Okay. Throwing target to take for Villa on the halfway line. Target back to Ramsey. Weird. Okay, Ramsey just put it out of play. I think that's quite bizarre. I don't know what he's trying to do there. Possibly to hook it forwards, and he's miscued it, but he's actually just put the ball out of play, bizarrely. Ruben Diaz is the best slide tackler in the league. He's very good. I'll give Diaz credit. He should be in the team of the season at the very end. Zinchenko for Manchester City finds Rodri. Nakamba forcing his way out. Good press from Nakamba. We've forced City back to the halfway line. Stones to the right hand side with Walker. Walker to Mahrez to Gundogan. Gundogan's pass was poor, but it's deflected kindly for him. Cross into the middle. Good header away by target. Corner to Manchester City. City just the Dortmund of the Premier League. At least City don't let their players go like Dortmund do. Kyle Walker, the corner was taken short, and Mahrez is offside. That was poor from City. They tried to play it too fast, and have ended up actually giving the ball away. That was poor from them, and Villa have had a bit of a let off. So yeah, it is Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 1, 33 minutes into the game. And I cannot wait to sort out my timer. Wan-Bissaka is pretty decent. Not great on the attack though, is what I will say. His crossing's got better this year, but I still don't rate him in terms of like what Trent can do. I think he's a better defender than Trent in terms of just raw defending, but in terms of like an attacking right back, he's less gifted as Trent. I think that's a fair thing to say. AJ drinking the pain. I'm happy with the point. I thought we'd lose 3-0 today, so the fact we scored is still pretty decent. We're not in a relegation battle, and we caught them out. We did caught them out today. I mean, they caught us out as well. So I think it's fair. Given away poorly for City. And a foul has been given, which is very bizarre. I do not see what that was for at all. I thought the pass was poor. So the fact that we got the ball was completely fair. I think there was possibly a tussle between Douglas and Wees, but I'm really struggling to see exactly what that foul was given for. Edison for City finds Diaz. Villa not really pressing City's, just holding our line quite well. We're flying away from the relegation zone. You might be drawn back into it, you never know. Kyle Walker for City. Early ball in. Konza deals with it. And the ball will be kept in play by Rodri. Back to Gundogan for City. The right hand side again. Walker again. Cross into the middle. Tyron Mings away. Here's Luiz. Luiz now to Ramsey as poor from Douglas Luiz. City have a chance. Zinchenko. And they're claiming for a foul that I don't think he's going to be given. Zinchenko, oh, possibly. VAR will look at this. They're discussing, I think, if it's going to be a penalty or a free kick. I think there was possibly a foul there. We're just going to wait to see, I think. It's very close to the line. Loads of Villa players surrounding the referee. Douglas Luiz with a very poor pass. Not good enough. Zinchenko. Where was this foul? Yeah, so the foul's outside the box. And it was Ramsey diving in. He's a bit reckless from Ramsey. Because actually Zinchenko's pass was poor. Oh, hang on. Zinchenko's on his way down. I don't think that is a foul. I think he's already slipping over. It's just Ramsey's gone in. He's sliding in, but Zinchenko's on his way down. So I think it's a bit of a soft one. I think City would have. City fans would have not liked that given against them. I think it's a very soft free kick, but it's a good chance to shoot for them. Do you see Konza leaving summer 2022? Who knows? That is 2 years, well, a year away. I'd like him to stay. He has signed a new contract at Villa as well. So he does, at least showing some intent that he likes the club. I think he's a fantastic defender. And I don't know how he's not been considered in the England lineup. Because he's incredible. The Super League would have gone through. I don't care. I do not care. It doesn't bother me at all. It's not football to me. I don't give a toss. I don't think anyone should care. Free kick to City. Great position to score. Mahrez blazes it over. I think it's actually it took a deflection on its way through, but it's a poor free kick in a great scoring opportunity, and it has been wasted for Manchester City. I will celebrate that all day. It did take a deflection. It will be a corner at the whole 10. Leicester 1-1. Corner taken from Foden at the near post. Poor corner. Headed only as far as Riyad Mahrez for City. Back to the halfway line. Walker switches it to the left-hand side. Foden again, who's probably been the best player for City. Foden gets Cash, does brilliantly. Goes round Cash. Chance for City. Foden. Great tackle. Nakamba. Corner City again. So Foden did really well actually there because his touch wasn't great, but he kept his composure. Eventually got the ball under his feet quite well. Dribbled past Cash brilliantly. This is what we need in the England team. Foden needs to start. Foden and Grealish would tear the Euros to pieces. Incredible players. But Gareth Southgate probably won't play them in the same team, which is very sad. But yeah, good defending from Nakamba, helping to cover and just doing the basics, which is brilliant. Bernardo Mahrez, all day. Riyad Mahrez, I love Mahrez, underrated. Corner from Foden into the middle. Headed away from Konza. A bit poor again from Luiz. It's going to go to the right-hand side again. Is John Stones for a cross into the middle. And it's going to go in for an own goal, I think. It's 2-1 to Manchester City. Rodri celebrating it. It looked like an own goal to me. But I think it was a cross from John Stones. I think it was a cross from John Stones. I'm going to see this again on the replay. Poor. He's given away by Douglas Luiz. He didn't quite get enough on the tackle. Ball was played into the middle. And it is a goal for Rodri. It's a good header. I thought possibly Tyron Mings got a little flick onto it. But it is 2-1 to Manchester City. That's poor defensively from Villa. It really is. Emi Martinez tries to go for it and doesn't get there either. That's just shocking. It is shocking. It is a Rodri goal. He's climbed really well. Gets a slight flick on it. I think between Mings and Martinez, that's really poor defensively from Villa. And it is 2-1 to City. Well. It is the cup final between Villa and City, completely backwards. Oh, I've accidentally moved that to the side. There we go. Villa on the ball, all ready for... we're giving it away. The time I accidentally broke it, I'm going to fix it at half-time. Is the reason why I missed the Villa goal. So it will be fixed. It's because the website has changed the size and the font. I had it cropped down perfectly. But they've changed it, and I should have looked beforehand. But I've been using it for what, 4 months now, and I've never had issues, so I just didn't really think about it. It was a cross, nice. I don't care. Chance for City again. Is Kyle Walker against target? Pulls it back. Across to the far side. Easily won back by Traore. John McGinn for Villa. Digs it out. Great pass from McGinn towards Ramsey. And Ramsey's fouled for Villa. And that should be a yellow card. That's a nasty tackle. Free kick is given to Aston Villa on the halfway line. And the referee should get his yellow out here. He is. It will be a yellow card. Great refereeing. That is a nasty tackle on Ramsey. That is an absolutely horrific tackle. And he knew exactly what he was doing there. Gave Ramsey no chance getting the ball past him. It's John Stones. Oh, that's a really high boot from Stones. VAR might send him off for that. That's a horrific... That should be a red card, I think. VAR are looking at a potential red card for Manchester City. It's a very high boot from Stones. I think that's a red card. It's knee-high. It's a knee-high tackle on Jacob Ramsey. That's a red card challenge. Manchester City should be down to 10 men here. It is an absolutely nasty tackle, and it gets worse the more I see it. It gets worse and worse the more I see it. You cannot be that high. He could have broke his knee with that. Referee, what is he going to do? Oh, monitor. He's going to have a look at it. He's going to have a look at it. I think he'll get sent off for this. You can't... It's a high boot. It's a high boot, Arsene. It's a high boot. It's a red card. You can't have a foot that high. I've seen reds for less than that. He's caught him in the knee. Yeah, he probably will get a yellow. He probably won't get sent off for it, but it's a high knee. That's a red card challenge. That is a red card challenge. He has no intent to get that ball. He has absolutely zero intent. The referee is walking away from the monitor, and I don't think he's going to change his mind. So we're going to wait and see. Referee's blown his whistle. Oh, he's wiping off the yellow. He's going to go. He's been sent off. Manchester City are down to 10 men. It is a red card for John Stones for the tackle on Jacob Ramsey. And that is incredible refereeing. That is amazing refereeing. Fantastic. VAR, perfect. This is why I want VAR to stay. Right? And it has loads of controversies, right? And I get it. But that is a stonewall red card. And, without VAR, we don't see that. City down to 10 men. And no City fan can complain. It is a high boot. It is to the knee. He could have broke his leg with that. He could have broke his leg. I don't know what Pep Guardiola's complaining at. He's very fortunate. He's very, very fortunate that hasn't led to anything serious. Because Jacob Ramsey is a young player for Villa. Barely had it. He started his career. I'm going to have to cut myself short. Villa took the free kick quickly. Ramsey's cross into the middle. Louise header! Just past the post. And an equaliser for Villa would have really rattled City after going down to 10 men. It's a simple red card. I have no complaint. I literally can't see how any City fan can complain at that. Pep Guardiola is going mental. And I don't understand why he's reacting that way. You can't do that. Your foot cannot be that high. And it is that simple. His foot was knee high. And it's gone into him and he's bent his leg backwards. Like, you can't do that. He had no intent for the ball. It's a stonewall red card. I don't know what Pep Guardiola is exactly complaining at. I know he's known for, getting into the ear of the referees, but you can't do that, really. Well, hopefully this will mean City, they have to be a little bit more conservative with the ball. And they probably won't attack us as much as what they have been doing. But there's no complaints. If that was a challenge for Villa against a City man, I would agree. It is a red card. It is a red card. Gillian, how are you doing today? I'm doing all right, mate. I'm doing all right. I'm much better now after the red card. That could completely change the second half. We have Laporte. It will mean you can't attack as much. That's all I'm saying. It would just mean you can't attack as much. And the fact that you said that you lot would win 4-1, I just find that very funny. City like to control the ball. Villa very counter-attacking side. Possession means very little. They were always going to dominate the ball no matter what happened today. And I don't care, because the ball possession doesn't win you matches of football. It simply doesn't. Laporte will come on for Manchester City, and we're going to see who is going to come off for him. I am probably thinking it's going to be one of the front three, so possibly I think it's going to be harsh, Could take off Jesus and just go with wingers. That's a play for City potentially, and then just bring their midfield three as like full strikers. But yeah, what do you do with City? What do you do? Do you take off Jesus? Do you take off Foden and then go to a front two? Like, what do you do? Long kick forward from Martinez towards Luiz. Good header away from Walker. Villa. Ooh. So I think an offside should have been given. We get it back with Nakamba anyway, but I think a Manchester City offside should have been shown. Nakamba finds Matt Target. Target for Aston Villa. Plays it forward down the channel. Intercepted. Luiz with the tackle for Villa. For some reason, my Sky is having a bit of problems here. So I'm just going to refresh it. I don't know what on earth's going on. Manchester City are on the attack, so I'm going to wait just a second. Good tackle from John McGinn. And that should be the end of the attack. Here it is. Free kick to City. Just going to change channel 1 sec. So for some reason that was being a bit funny. So yeah, Cons are on the ball for Villa. 4 minutes of added time have been shown. 2 minutes have been played. Tyra Mings for Aston Villa. John McGinn on the halfway line. We're gonna probably go a little bit more direct. We need to attack City now. We've got no excuse. They're 10 men. Balls play back towards Ederson as we gave the ball away. Ollie Watkins pressuring Ederson. Ederson tries to pick out a man, does well, finds Foden. Foden to Zinchenko. City sitting a bit deep here. Gundogan. I think they're trying to see out the first half now. They look like they have zero intent to try and get the ball forward. They're just passing it amongst themselves. Kind of what you do in a game of FIFA when you want the game to end. You just pass it amongst the defence. Foden for City. They pretty much have most of their team in their own half. Finds Zinchenko. A minute to go until the first half will end. Here's Gundogan for City. Back to Foden. I think we could really go for the second half, genuinely. It is 2-1 to Manchester City, but they are down to 10 men following a red card from John Stones. So it will make this game a bit more open for Villa. And, Cons has given it away here. Mahrez for City. Great deception target. And Konza with an unusual mistake. John McGinn for Villa. Plays it towards Watkins. Heads it on towards Bertrand Traore. Villa have two players forward. Watkins back to Douglas Luiz. Luiz turns away from Mahrez. We've got 10 seconds to go until the first half ends. Luiz now for Villa. Finds Ramsey. Back to Luiz. To the right hand side of Cash. This has to go into the box. Now Cash cross into the middle. Will be caught. And that is half time at Villa Park. We are 2-1 down to Manchester City. The red card, though, will be the talking point. It is a red card challenge. John Stones, the main centre-back of City, with a high boot on Jacob Ramsey on the halfway line. Initially, a yellow card was given. VAR overruled it, and a red card is shown, and City yet to bring on Laporte. The City players are still complaining, by the way, about the decision. I think it was perfectly fine. No problems at all. So yeah, they'll probably take Jesus off. That's what I'm thinking, and they'll just go with two wingers. But this is a good chance for City to kind of reset at half-time, and it'll also be a good opportunity for Aston Villa to, I think, to be a bit more expansive. Bring on Keenan Davis. Go to up front now. This is it. City are here for the taking now. We got no excuse. The fact that we caught them out. So defensively, there's no like keep the clean sheet intact like mentality that a lot of teams have. That's gone out the window because we've scored already. Why don't we just go at them? Why don't we just go at them? They can't exactly attack us too much. We will always have more players than them unless we get a silly red card as well. So we should just go at them. All right, I'm gonna, while it's half time, I will fix my overlay. So do bear. I can't remember what I was gonna say. Just be patient. It will be fixed. It's because I figured it out now. It is literally because they changed the size of it. Because originally I had it cropped perfectly. And it's so annoying that they've done this. And I should have looked. I know I should have looked. But it is fine. There we go. 80. And then we're going to go 40 from the side. Possibly. 200. No. 400. No. 350. Nearly. So I'm just cropping it to then fit on screen. Alright, 370. So if it's 370 from one side, technically it should be 370 on the other. Of course it isn't, because that's not how it works, of course. So yeah, what are you guys' thoughts on the first half? If you have watched the game, just tell me, let me know. What do you guys think? Do you think we've played well? Do you think City are still going to win the game? Do you think Villa have been impressive? And what do you think will happen? Do you think the red card has changed anything? Will it literally mean nothing? Will it mean everything? Let me know what you guys think. 100, no, I'm going to say 200 potentially. Oh, for goodness sake. This is so damn annoying. I wish I'd never had to do this. But now you guys know what I use. And if anything goes wrong with Flash Score, do let me know. Why is 150 too much? But then 140. That's so weird. 145. That might be enough. And then obviously we're going to have to butcher this from below. There we go. Looking much better now. 450. No. 400. 440. And there we have it. Now you watch the... you watch this still not work or something. So we have officially fixed it. Way. AJ hates me always predict. You don't predict right. Not all the time anyway. That's what I will say. There we go. Perfect. We have fixed it, boys. There we go. So we are losing 2-1. I will get reaction. Logan said Villa needs to capitalise on red card. Ados says imagine losing to these. I know, right? City will be a bit more defensive. This will play out, if you guys remember the Carabao Cup final between Villa and City, which was also 2-1 to Manchester City. Towards the end of the game, they were very, very defensive. And it was complete stark contrast to how the game started, which was City all over Villa. I think for the second half, we will see more Villa versus City's backline. But it'll be interesting. I'm going to look at the Manchester City reaction to the red card. I'm certain that they will disagree with it because their fans are completely stupid. I'm joking, but there will be backlash, of course, because you know, fans are biased. I can only assume you haven't seen the challenge. Could have broken. Yeah, so they're actually agreeing with it. Way! They're agreeing with it. Incredible. A Man City fan said, deserve red card, no argument. City fan said, poor decision that. By that I mean Jones. What a reckless challenge. Stones, old demons back. Good, this is what you get. As Man United fan saying, good, this is what you get for paying the ref for the Cooper red card. Disgusting challenge. Sterling is not our problem, but Stones, not any player. Stuff happens. We will win this match. Let's go. I don't know what exactly they're protesting. It was a red card all day long. I genuinely don't understand what they could possibly protest. So free kick was actually given 20 seconds into the game, which completely caught the back line of City out. It was taken quickly by John McGinn. Obviously, we have discussed this before. John Stones made the mistake for the goal as well, so he's really not had a good game. Ball played in from Watkins towards McGinn, and a lovely side-footed finish put Villa in front. City 20 minutes into the game. Foden to the right-hand side, find Mahrez. Mahrez picked out Silva. Silva put it on a plate for Foden. He couldn't exactly miss. Villa defensively not good enough. I think Konza should have gone out to Foden there, in my opinion, or possibly Nakamba. But either way, Foden was still completely free, and it's not good enough. Birmingham won their last three really well. I wanted them to go down, but they always manage to escape. I don't know how they do it, but they always just about squeak away. And eventually, if they keep this up, they will go down at some point, but they won't go down this year. The second goal for City, cross from John Stones actually towards Rodri, flicked his header on really well to put City in front. And I was really expecting to go into half-time being a bit glum, but a red card was shown. A red card was shown very late on. Deserved as well. Tackle on Ramsey that initially was given a yellow for. Nice insult when you don't even refer to the sport by its real name. Thank you very much. Foul from Stones on Jacob Ramsey. It was really poor. And a correct red card decision. Very nasty tackle on Ramsey. He could have broke his leg, genuinely. I'm not just saying that. High studs up. You can't plant your studs on someone. It's that simple. Not only it's high, but it's studs up. It's reckless. And he could have really hurt him. I'm sure that... I'm sure Ramsey would have been in a lot of pain there. But yeah. We play in the top division of English football, which is probably the most competitive league in football history. So, who cares? And we've scored against the league leaders. We took the lead against a side who will probably go on to win the entire division. So you never know. I think that's okay. We are improving. We used to be in the Championship, and now we're in the Premier League. So yeah. We'll be back for the second half very shortly. I really want us to push. Really want us to push City now. What I can see happen, if I'm going to be realistic, what I can see happen is City are going to defend and hit us on the break and beat us 3-1. That's what's going to happen. We're going to attack and attack and attack. And we won't be able to break them down because Laporte will come on, who I think is a really underrated defender. It's a bit unfair, really, that Diaz and Stones have had such a good season because he hasn't really had, he couldn't really shine. But Laporte will do well for Manchester City. And, yeah, we'll try and break them down. And eventually, I think they'll get a goal on the counter-attack because Foden is really good on the break. And it will scare me if we give the ball away. We're exposed. We'll push Cash and target forward. And suddenly, it's Konza and Mings against, like, 3 Manchester City players. And I'll be bricking it, basically. We live another season. You guys, I don't know how you manage to do it. You always manage to just about do the bare minimum to stay up. And eventually you will go down if it keeps happening. But knowing Blues, they'll get away with it. They'll just improve randomly. I don't know if Lee Bowyer is the man, but they will eventually just improve on their own. And yeah, they're just fortunate enough to be far enough away from the relegation zone in the Championship. But yeah, every year I think they're going to go down. I don't know how they do it. I really don't know how they do it. The closest, I still can't believe when they stayed up against Bolton, I think it was, when they got a late, like a 93rd minute equaliser. I think Cadiz scored. I might be wrong there, but I think it was Paul Cadiz who got the equalising goal and kept them up. And I don't know how much late you can leave it to that, really. Leeds promoted with the same championship team as 2018, near enough the same striker, Bamford. They draw against the Liverpool side who went on to win the World Cup, but Well, the World Cup beat Chelsea, beat Man City. I am very critical of Leeds. I'm not gonna fall for this whole, Leeds are this amazing team and they play it like the football's attractive, right? And I'll say that their football's really attractive, but it's dangerous. How many games have they lost? They've lost more than us. They've lost more Premier League games than us. They've been battered in games. They conceded 6 goals to Man United, and they were given praise for that game. And we beat them. We beat them at Ellen Road, so they can't be all that great if we beat them. Here is Villa, a new squad, lost to all of them teams apart from Chelsea. We beat Liverpool. We beat Leicester. We drew against Chelsea. Let's look at the Premier League table, right? Let's see where this goes. We might as well. So obviously, we don't go anywhere because we are 2-1 down. We're currently 11th in the Premier League, and we would have lost as many games as we've won. Leeds have lost one more than us and have conceded 50 goals. So I don't care what you say. That is not great. They've conceded way more goals. Leeds United have conceded more goals than half the teams in the Premier League. They've conceded more goals than one of the bottom 3. They've conceded more than Fulham, which is shocking. If you want to compare, right, and I'm going to say this because I'm not going to jump on this Leeds bandwagon. Sheffield United, who are bottom of the league, completely cut adrift, have conceded 56 goals this season. Leeds have conceded 50. 6 goals more. And you lot are trying to tell me that Leeds is this massive, incredible team this year. Jog on. Jog on. 50 goals they've scored. Yeah, well done. They've also conceded 50. West Brom, 24 points, scoring 28, conceding 59. Only 9 more than Leeds. And Fulham have conceded 7 less. Fulham have only conceded 43 goals, sorry. West Brom, scored 29, scored 28, conceded 59. So yeah, they've only conceded 59. They're still not great, I'm not saying that, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh yeah, Leeds are great. Oh my days, Leeds are a fantastic club, aren't they? 50 goals they've conceded. And yeah, a lot of people are like, oh, but they beat Villa. We beat them as well. And I'm not going to sit here and say Villa are an amazing team either, but I don't think they should get more credit than Dean Smith. But yet they do. Everyone loves Bielsa. Everyone loves Leeds. And they get loads of credit, but I don't think they deserve it, in my honest opinion. I don't think they deserve it any more than what we do. And that'll be it for what I say. We lost to Liverpool after the fluke. I swear you're not a Villa fan. I swear down, you are not a Villa fan. You are literally the most pessimistic Aston Villa fan I've ever known. We could win the Champions League, right? We could win the Champions League. I don't care how we qualify. Say we managed to qualify after point deductions or whatever. We could win the Champions League next year, and you'd still find something to complain about. Like, oh, we're bringing on Keenan Davis. We're actually bringing on an attacking substitution. I think we're going to go 4-4-2 here. Oh, okay, we're bringing off Jacob Ramsey. So I'm a bit confused here. So unless we go in 4-3-3 still and just put in Watkins on the wing, which would be weird, but it's still a good attacking substitution. Maybe Ramsey got injured from the tackle, to be honest. We don't know. He might be injured, yeah. But that's an attacking sub for Villa. I'd like a diamond formation, I really would. Davis got an assist the last time he played, and I'll give him my support. I really will. I think he's a good player. Cares about the club. I think his finishing isn't great. But he was very confident last time he played, and his pressing is good. I want to be positive about the subs. Getting chucked just before half time might have given the physio time to check the tackle. I think so, yeah. Yeah, I think you're spot on there. So yeah. It is Aston Villa 1, Manchester City 2, 10-man Man City. We're going to see what they do as well at half-time. Because they still have yet to make a substitution, by the way. Officially, anyway. For their whole in defence. Because right now they only have 3 defenders, and I doubt they're going to play a 3-3-3. This could be... Oh, if Keenan Davis scores his first ever Premier League goal, what a time to do it against, the team who will probably end up winning the league. I'm looking. I think City might be preparing a sub now, surely. I'd be very surprised if they don't bring on Laporte. Oh, they will. They are bringing on Laporte. We're going to see who's going to come off. I'm thinking Jesus. I can't imagine he will play. So we're going to see. It is Gabriel Jesus to come off of Manchester City. So they will be doing a 4-3-2. You can either look at it as 2 wingers or 2 strikers. But it will be Phil Foden and Mahrez to lead the line for Manchester City. Villa to kick off by right to left, kicking off towards the Holt end. As Target plays an early ball that's given away already for Aston Villa. Keenan Davis has gone into a central position. I think we're going 4-4-2, From what I've seen, and it was a quick glance, Davis and Watkins are central. So, is John McGinn left mid? This is bizarre. I think John McGinn's left mid. Watkins in the box for Aston Villa. Against Laporte and against Zinchenko. Cross deflects off Laporte and Manchester City just about get away with it. Clear it to halfway line. Tyra Minks for Aston Villa. I didn't see that was with Southgate. John McGinn's left mid. This is incredible. John McGinn's cross for Aston Villa. It's miscued. It has to be headed away. Douglas Luiz gets it back for Villa. We are on the front foot, to be quite fair. John McGinn does well. Skips past Mahrez. Cross into the middle. Hacked away. Luiz heads it back in towards McGinn. No offside. McGinn miscues it. Oh, Davis into... Oh, my days. Oh, my days. I'm getting excited a little bit. I thought Davis could have earned a penalty from Ederson there as he just got in front of the goalkeeper. But nothing is given. It wasn't a foul, to be quite fair. And it will be a goal kick to Manchester City. I think Walker got a shout from Ederson, and then Davis goes down under a little challenge from the goalkeeper. But you can't exactly claim for a penalty from that. Yeah, it's his finishing, Paul, yeah. But, he might have been he could have been working on that in training, you never know. Given away again for City. It's been a poor start to the second half for Manchester City. Nakamba now for Villa. Nakamba to the right-hand side, headed forward from Cash towards Traore. City very defensive. I think I was right. We're going to see a very defensive City second half now. And they're going to try and hold on for this 2-1. Maybe hit Villa on the counter-attack. Poor pass from Rodri given away to Traore. Traore towards Watkins. Great interception from Rodri, though, to be fair. He makes up for it. City on the counter-attack. This is where I feel like we could be hurt. Or they instead of looking for a pacey winger, they've gone backwards. Maybe they are... Well, this is really cementing the idea that City are going to be a bit defensive and, not be as attacking as what they have been. I think that's fair to say. The time... Oh, it's messed up. I didn't see that. I'm adjusting it. I'm adjusting it. Give me a second. It's not perfect, I will say. About 50. Oh, amazing. There we go. I think I've got it. Yeah, there we go. There we go. And hopefully this won't happen again. I say hopefully, because you never know. But yeah. Oh, yeah, perfect. Perfect. There we go. Manchester City on the board. Gundogan finds Zinchenko back to Gundogan. Chance for City. He's kind of on his own though. Gundogan turns away from Nakamba. Again, just very slowly plays it to Rodri. There's not an intensity there for City in the second half. Already I can see Mahrez against target. Mahrez on his left boot. Rolls it to Bernardo Silva. Silva to Rodri. He's probably been there. Rodri and Foden have been their best players. Is there any way, though, you probably don't want me to give the live match reaction? Being honest, I don't really use social media, but personal reasons. I'll have you on if you want to talk. Zelo says, I have 3 Man City defenders, including Stones and fantasy. Oh, not a good time for... City will probably still win this game, but not great defensively in terms of the fantasy Premier League. Gundogan, that's a great pass. Gundogan in the box for City, looking for a third goal. Great save! Emi Martinez probably saves a goal there. He stops the cross, anticipates it really well. So Villa still getting caught out here by 10-man City, not good enough. Ball into the middle, and it would have been tapped in by Mahrez if Emi Martinez doesn't anticipate the cross. So yeah. So the only way we'd be able to talk is if you joined the Discord, which is something I mentioned to you the other week. That'd be the only way. Corner taken from Foden into the box. Good save by Martinez. Plucks the ball out the sky. And I thought we'd actually try and lead a counter-attack fast. He bowls it out to John McGinn. Makeshift left mid for Aston Villa right now. Louise. Villa still in our own box here. McGinn switches the ball towards Bertrand Traore. Oh, Zinchenko's let it go on. And Traore's going to get the ball. Cuts inside. Traore in the box for Aston Villa. Pulls it back to Louise. Shoots! Great save, Edison. Louise against his former club, by the way. Tries to curl it in the far corner. And Edison doesn't even have to dive for it. It's a good shot. It's in the corner, but he anticipates it very well. I think he knows... the type of shot that Douglas Luiz likes to do. He likes to finesse it in the top corner. It's actually a really good shot, And it's good goalkeeping from Edison. I think he knows Luiz quite well from the looks of it. So yeah. If anyone hasn't already, please let me know if the link does work. I really hope it does. But you can join my Discord and you can talk to me in there. Cross in from target. Header away, falls to John McGinn. He tries to find Watkins. Oh, and then he's made another... McGinn has made 2 mistakes here in the space of a minute. And Manchester City will be on the attack now because of it. Is Gundogan for City out wide to Zinchenko against Cash. Cash with a great tackle. Brilliant from Matty Cash. In fact, he's fouled and will play on. Fantastic from the Villa fullback. Cash back to Louise. I will just quickly see if this link does work. I hope it does anyway. It does. Wait, the link does work. So if anyone does want to join, feel free. We've had Miguel join, so I'll give you the football role and all that. So I do appreciate that. Thank you very much. Cross for Aston Villa into the middle. It's going to go out harmlessly for a goal kick. It was played from the right hand side. Cash's ball into the middle. And Villa get away with it. No, I mean Manchester City get away with it. I'm so used to Man City attacks. It's weird saying Villa putting crosses into the middle. 51 minutes played, still 2-1 to City at Villa Park. Edison to take, he's really taking his time in doing so, and he even has the the City defenders next to him, with the Villa players pressing in as close as they can. Edison finds Walker, he only goes short. Villa pressing Manchester City. I think this is what they want though. City like doing long balls here and there, and they might possibly get in the back line of Villa doing this. Here is Diaz back to Edison. Got Laporte as well, he'll find. Laporte against Davis. Gundogan for City. Very deep City right now. Here is Rodri. Gundogan again finds Bernardo Silva. It's a risky pass, and John McGinn nearly nicks it away from Bernardo. Silva finds Walker. City doing quite well, to be fair. I give them credit. Their passing is really good at times. Here is Rodri driving at Villa. Switches the play towards the left-hand side. Zinchenko, good touch. First pass to Gundogan. Gundogan to Foden. Haven't really seen much of him in the second half. Here is Rodri. Foden takes on Cash. And it's actually won a free kick for Manchester City. Cash will probably get booked. He will. It is a yellow card. Free kick to City. Not great from Cash, that. I think Foden has won his battles really well against Matty Cash. Not the first time he's got round him. Probably won't be the last. It is Cash's 7th yellow of the season. So he's known for doing that type of thing. And Foden, who I was just criticising, saying he hasn't really done much in the second half. And straight away he wins a free kick for City. In a fairly decent position. Not shooting range, but definitely crossing range. And when you're 10 men, you got to use these opportunities quite well to create the openings. And if they get a third goal here, they win the game. I don't care if they'll get 9 men on the pitch. I can't see City conceding that many goals. Gundogan free kick. He'll go short to Mahrez, 35 yards. Mahrez has to go back. I think that's a waste of a free kick in truth. Unless they just want to waste the time. Mahrez to Bernardo Silva. I feel like this is going to be not the most pleasing on the eye performance in the second half with the way City are going to play. And we struggled to break down teams who are like bottom half of the table, let alone, top of the league trying to defend. So I think it's going to be a long game. Foden for City against Traore goes towards Zinchenko, early ball in, and Martinez does just about enough. That was a good ball in, took a deflection on its way through. Good goalkeeping from the Argentine keeper. Yeah, decent ball in from Zinchenko. I think he's done okay. Quite underrated, actually. Not many people talk about him in terms of the best fullbacks in the Premier League. I think when he first came, he struggled to get into the team. I think they've always had problems at left back with Benjamin Mendy. Cancelo has played left and right back. So yeah, I think he's done okay. I think it really has. He's trying to establish himself in the City team. I think he's doing all right. Fair play to him, because it's a bit of a tainted position, I feel. Nakamba finds Cash. Early ball in from Cash towards Davis. He's found Davis. He slips over at the worst time, really. Villa still keep it with Target to Douglas Luiz. Back to Target. Finds Luiz on the left. It's a bit of 1-2 between the two players. Luiz back to Nakamba. Nakamba towards the right-hand side with Konza. Konza to Cash. Villa. Oh, Cash with a poor touch there. And, he might be off. I think Cash is going to go here. That's a silly tackle from Matty Cash. He's already on a yellow card. I think he's going to walk. I think this is 10 men versus 10 men. It is. Cash is sent off. Matty Cash has been sent off, and that's a very silly tackle. I don't know what he's doing there. Just let him through. Let him through, man. And all the pressure goes. All the pressure goes. What a silly boy. What a silly boy. What are you doing? It was his own fault because he let the ball get away from him, and then he just hacks into Foden. He's earned 2 yellows for Cash. What a very silly tackle. And City won't be defensive anymore, I feel. I don't know what we're exactly going to do. That will mean Al Mohammadi is back in. You know what? I don't feel sorry for him. That's poor. It's really, really poor. And you know what? You know the football. What Twitter page is it? It's like football images that precede unfortunate events. And Villa posted an image of Cash when we announced this game. And I think that'll be posted because he's just got sent off, and that's silly. It's very silly, and suddenly, after we've had, I think, a fair bit of the ball in the second half, it's gone to pot because Cash getting a silly. It's probably the most silliest red card this season. At least Stone's one was to stop an attack. Cash actually loses the ball and then just hacks at Foden for no reason. Foden shoots from distance and sails it over the bar in the north stand. How does Almo come in if Cash is out? What do you mean? So we'll probably have to. What do we do? We've got Keenan Davis and Watkins up front. So do we keep them both on? Do we take off one of our midfielders? Do we go 4-2-4? What do we do here? Well, we can't even do that because it'd be 4-3-2. We'd probably have to copy the City lineup right now, which is just very silly. Martinez goes long for Manchester City. No, sorry, Edison. No, I can't even say. I'm not even speaking very well here. I'm just losing my mind over the silly tackle. Martinez goes long towards McGinn is what I'm trying to say. And again, he goes long towards Keenan Davis. But it's going to be one back once again. Laporte, who's barely had the ball for City, rolls it back to Edison. I've just been a bit deflated. We finally start, playing some decent football. attacking the City back line. We get crosses into the middle, trying to create things, and then Cash just gets sent off for probably the silliest tackle of the year. No reason to do it. It was in City's own half, very deep in their own half as well. It's just because he lost the ball. Just takes a swing at Foden. Just don't dive in, man. Just let him go past you. You're on a yellow card. Like, it's so frustrating to see. And he will be out for the West Brom game. Which is a very winnable West Midlands derby. Nakamba, I thought was fouled there by Gundogan. The referee doesn't think so. Gundogan to Mahrez. City possibly looking for the kill here. Here's Foden on the left-hand side. Pulls it back to Gundogan. Oh, by the way, the Chelsea fans chatting. Don't pretend that I forgot you're losing 5-2 to West Brom and not even beating Brighton, where they should have won that game, by the way, as Welbeck hit the post. I don't think Chelsea fans have any right to laugh at anyone recently after their embarrassment in the Premier League. Haven't won their last 2 games at home when they've played Brighton and West Brom. Right, go chat to Brighton, Fulham and Devon. Tyron Mings back towards Emi Martinez. And now we're gone, still 2-1 to Manchester City. 10 men versus 10 men. Walker nods it back to Diaz. Diaz to Rodri. AJ Marta words like I say every game. I think we'll beat West Brom. We're at Villa Park. We hammered them 3-0 in Allardyce's first game. I know since then they've done well. Well, recently anyway. So yeah. Gundogan finds Zinchenko on the left-hand side. Is Rodri back to Zinchenko. Lovely 1-2 there on the left-hand side here. Really good football from City. Back towards Laporte. Dribbles past Watkins. Ooh, free kick to City there. That's poor. That's really poor. Not good enough. Really, really poor from Villa. Just see tackles, and Ross Barkley is preparing to come on. I'm really trying to be positive, and I'm not. I don't want to, I don't want to be mean to any Villa player because I support my Villa boys, but I just do not want Ross Barkley on the pitch, man. I want him to go. A free kick to Villa has been given. Nakamba was fouled by Bernardo Silva. We're losing this game. That's it. We've lost. Barkley coming on. We have lost. Cash is a prat. Yeah. In the voices. In the voice of Mark Goldbridge. What a prat! What a prat! Matty Cash fouling again. It's silly. It's very silly, and it's probably cost the game because we were getting back into the game, and it's all gone now. Target free kick to Aston Villa towards Watkins. He does win his header. Konza battling with it. Foul's been given. Just as Watkins got the ball at the edge of the box, a foul has been given. Laporte holding his head here. I'll either join the stream for the second half versus West Brom or a post-match reaction. You'll see. Oh yeah, it is an elbow from Konza into Laporte. That's a nasty one. His eyes on the ball. It's an accident. It's not nice. Head injury should be taken seriously, of course. But yeah, it's a nasty bump for Laporte. Barkley's waste of time. Nakamba's going to come off of Villa, and Ross Barkley will replace him. Tell me what the point of this is. What is the point? I have no idea how you use Discord. I can teach you how to use it at some other point. It's very simple. It just looks complicated, but it is very simple. You join a server or a group, like a community, and you can talk there. But yeah, Discord's like one of the most used things now in terms of it's like the new Skype basically. I say new, it's been around for a long time, but it's way more used, and it's probably the best way for people to communicate in a community. So yeah, I would recommend anyone, if you haven't already, make an account and join in the server. It's very good. Here's Barkley for Villa. First Time on the ball, waiting for him to give it away. Plays a pass, and he's giving it away! Way! Barkley, my man! Fantastic! Yeah! Gives it away. First time on the ball. Tries to find a 30-yard pass. And if City score from this, it'll be funny. Is Mahrez from Manchester City in the box against target. Walker, good block from Tyrone Mings. Will be a corner to City at the north stand. But yeah, Barkley giving the ball away. Water is wet. Water is wet, guys. Ross Barkley giving the ball away. Who would have thought? I certainly never would have thought that would have happened. It is the 9th corner of the game for Manchester City. Villa to even yet have a corner. Not good enough. Howells, Wesley, Jed Steer and another squad member. We couldn't beat Leeds under... I think, you know what, Courtney House is actually a really good defender. I think he needs more credit given. We played 4 games for us this season. We conceded 1 goal. Why not play him? Zinchenko shot for City. And it's just gone over the bar. Very, very venomous from Zinchenko. Fairly decent effort on goal. But never really threatening. Probably, 3-4 feet above the crossbar. Always swerving. Ooh. Yeah, about 3 or 4 feet, yeah. Looking for the top bin. Nearly finding it. Target for Aston Villa. Tries to go long towards Keenan Davis, who wins the header, but City win the second ball. Laporte under pressure from Watkins goes back to Edison. 65 on the clock. Still 10-man Villa 1, 10-man City 2. You watch Barkley absolutely dazzle when he joins West Ham or Newcastle. Oh no, his career's in the bin. His career's in the bin. He couldn't do it at Chelsea, he can't do it at Villa, and he won't be able to do it anywhere else. Just because Lingardinho has come out at West Ham doesn't mean anything. He's always had a bit of talent. Barkley just doesn't work hard enough. Walker goes long for City. We've already seen it. He's made 1 pass this game, and he gave the ball away. Tyrone Mings dribbles the ball very well, actually, against Silva. Barkley's on the ball, guys. Hey, he made a pass to Keenan Davis, who's crossed into the middle, and it will be a corner to Aston Villa. Barkley with a pass, guys. Hey! Oh, my God. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, he's going to take the corner. Oh, no. Ross Barkley to take the Aston Villa corner. This is going to... If this leads to an assist, I don't care if I look like a clown, but... It just doesn't excite me, man. It really doesn't. I'd rather Sanson, right? I'd rather Al Mohammadi in the middle of the park. Shocking. Corner, Barkley to take for Aston Villa. Into the middle, flicked on, and that might be another corner at the other end. Actually, no, it's going to be a goal kick. I think Keenan Davis flicked it past the post. And you got Konza looking very hurt as well on the ground right now. Hoping we score just to see you jump out. I hope so too. Corner come in. Yeah, it flicked off Davis. It will be a goal kick to Manchester City. Fizzed into the middle. Not the worst of corners, to be fair. But yeah. Davis looking for Davis at the near post. Konza coming together with a City player, getting a little bit injured in the process. But I think he'll be okay. Maybe against Crystal Palace and Denmark. I think, well, if you're going to say we're not going to score against West Brom, then you're insane. I feel like you're a West Brom fan. Even West Brom fans wouldn't say that. Here's Kyle Walker for City. Villa, good press to be fair. And we might win the ball here. Luiz against Silva. He does win the ball off Silva. But Gundogan picks up the pieces. Villa have had 39% of the ball in the last 10 minutes. So to be fair, since the red card, I thought we'd really see City start to dominate again, but it's not really happened. It feels like nothing happened. We haven't made a substitute, I don't think, in place of Matty Cash. I was expecting Al Mohammadi to come on potentially for Villa, but as of right now, all we've done is we brought on Barkley, and we're kind of playing without a fullback, which is very weird. We've got Al Mohammadi on the bench. We got Engels. We got Courtney House. We have opportunities to bring on defenders, but yeah, we've not really done so. Paul says, what's sad about Barkley is how he started with us. I just don't get the guy, so disappointing. He scored against Liverpool, scored against Leicester, scored against Southampton. You know, he got the winning goals in the Southampton and Leicester game. Douglas Luiz with a mistake that Konza thankfully was there to help defend for Villa. Tyrone Mings smashes it forward towards Keenan. It's towards Traore, and an offside was given. Nearly 20 minutes to go. Still 2-1 to Manchester City. Dean says, okay, I'll call it now. 1-1 West Brom or 1-0 West Brom. I think we'll win that game 2-0. Maybe my opinion will change in the next week, but I think we'll win 2-0 as of right now. Diaz finds Laporte, and Man City trying to build down the left-hand side again. 20 minutes to go. Still 2-1 to City. Bernardo Silva back towards Gundogan. City's just building a little bit by little bit down the right-hand side. Guys, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. If you are here for the first time today, I've seen a few new faces. So if you haven't, any support would be great. I'd appreciate it. Also, if you want to support me financially, it is literally just £3. You can support me by being a member today and using the emotes in chat. So if you want to do that, the link is in the chat right now. So yeah, we have a couple members. And if anyone wants to help support me, it would be great. Thank you. So I need to make sure I say it, because the amount of times I forget is crazy, and then suddenly I'll be like, oh wait, I didn't say anything about the membership today, or I didn't remind anyone to support the channel. If people like the videos and stuff like that, they get recommended more, and we can build a bigger community. So that little press of a button suddenly could just implode the channel. You never know. You never know. Nottingham Forest just scored. Oh dear. Who scored for Forest? City on the ball again with Foden. Back to Rodri. Bernardo Silva for Manchester City. They have no, they've got no passion to go forward, City. They're very comfortable in passing it between themselves. Graben, former Villa player Graben. Not bad. 98th minute pen. Oh, you could always rely on Lewis Graben from the spot. I don't think he ever missed a penalty for Villa. Mahrez. He was good. I think he had one season with him on loan, and he played very well. Sadly, didn't drop Small Heath any place. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Here's Gundogan for Manchester City. 71 minutes played, 2-1. As they played the ball down left hand side with Zinchenko against Konza. Zinchenko goes back to Gundogan. Villa's press just not been impressive today. Ironic. Press impressive. Haha. Barkley not really done much again on the ball. Here's Mahrez for City. Mahrez, lovely pass to Walker. Great chance for City. Walker's cross is massively overhit. Oh dear. Throw-in's been given to City. I think a deflection may have took it that wayward, because that looked like a horrific. Yeah, I think it took a slight nick, which probably sent it looping into the sky, because I was going to say that was a very poor ball. Gundogan for City in the box. It's poor. Barkley gets it back for Villa. Ross Barkley lays it off to Matt Target. 72 minutes gone, still 2-1. Target turns away from Foden, goes back to Tyrone Mings. I don't know why we're trying to dribble the ball past Foden for, considering he literally got cash sent off. The Birmingham City glory hunt there. And as I don't want to say it, but as someone from Sweden supporting Manchester City, I don't think you have a leg to stand on. McGinn clips it out towards Matt Target. Doesn't quite take the ball down well enough, and eventually City, they won the ball back, but then the foul was given for a push on Tyrone Mings, and Villa will have a free kick. I think possibly Al Ghazi's preparing to come on for Villa. Also Al Mohammadi. He's got training gear on. Yeah, Al Ghazi's going to come on for Villa. He's preparing. McGinn, that's poor from John McGinn. Very poor from the Villa goal scorer. Here's Gundogan. This was poor. Mahrez, Bernardo Silva, Zinchenko. Here's Foden now against Konza. Back to Zinchenko, to Rodri. City had a good chance to attack there. we were at 6s and 7s, but they just slowed the game down, and I don't know why they keep doing. They've done this for the whole second half, and they've wasted opportunities. Ironically, here is Bernardo Silva outside the boot pass to Walker, tries to take on Keenan Davis. He finds Rodri. Rodri clips it out to the far side of Foden. Lays off to Zinchenko to Gundogan again. Lovely triangle passing from City down the left-hand side. Zinchenko, Rodri again. Villa struggling to get possession of the ball. Walker. Technically right back, but in a very weird left position right now. Lays it off to Diaz. City just passing it between themselves very well, and they've gone through the Villa press, and we're actually really exposed here. It's a 4-on-3. It's Gundogan. It's Mahrez. Riyad Mahrez. Shot. Great block from Tyra Mings to deny a goal. And a foul, a free kick. A foul given against Douglas Luiz. And Manchester City have another chance to potentially grab a goal. Villa will make subs. El Ghazi to come on for Aston Villa as the third sub of the game. Bertrand Traore to come off. I don't think Traore's done much for Villa today, but I'll give an applause. Maybe El Ghazi can create something out of nothing. You never know. He's probably the probably the Villa man to grab a goal out of nothing out of all the players we have right now. I would have said Trezeguet or Grealish. I think those two do grab goals out of nothing. Third to that is El Ghazi, really. And it's kind of sad that I have to say that. 75 on the clock. Still Villa 1. Manchester City 2. Both sides down to 10 men. A straight red card for John Stones. And a second yellow for Matty Cash. Ironically, the red card for Villa has made this game a little bit more lively. City were very defensive. And I feel like we would have ended up losing this game 2-1 anyway. But now they'd be a bit more expansive. And maybe we can hit them on the break. It will be a Gundogan free kick for City. And it's just over the bar. I think Martinez had it covered anyway. But we get away with it. Lovely clip, finesse from Gundogan. Looking for the top corner. Just too high. And yeah. Villa will quickly play out the back with Target. Target to McGinn. McGinn to Barkley. Barkley pretty much playing as a left mid here. I'm really struggling to see the Villa formation because it's changed a few times in this game due to the red card and bringing subs on very early before the red card. That's why we're in a bit of a formation mess right now with players playing out of position all over the pitch. Target receives the ball off Martinez, finds Barkley. Barkley back to Target. He gives it back to Barkley. Nice bit of passing there between the two. Finds McGinn. Good press from City's press today has been incredible. They do impress me quite well. Dean says Norwich losing to Watford, to the Watfords and Bournemouth like they did in the Premier will show they'll struggle. But I think they'll go down. They are the definition of a yo-yo team. Traore put a wonder of a diagonal switch in. Traore does like a magic thing every game usually. Watkins for Aston Villa. On this left-hand side now, really isolated. He does well, though, against Mahrez. Lays it off to Barkley. Barkley to Target. Villa going sideways with McGinn back to Matt Target. Chance for a cross. He does put it into the middle. It's a decent ball in, really. Very well dealt with. I think by Laporte there. And Manchester City, possible counter-attack. It's Konza against Foden. Foden slows the ball down rather than try and take on Ezri Konza. Konza hassling, and McGinn, I think, has given away a free kick. See, every Villa player, right, bar Konza, has had to foul Foden. Konza's the only one that hasn't had to do it yet. And it's really annoying. I think Konza's got this under control. McGinn comes across and just takes him out for no reason. It's very silly. I think it's very, very silly that. Villa doing what I do on FIFA in the 75th minute when losing, pausing the game 11 times, changing 6 formations, 3 subs, still constantly changing the squad during the game. You have to do what you have to do to get points at the end of the day. John can bank for Scotland. He scored today. What can you ask for? He scored against the league leaders and probably the eventual winners of the Premier League. What more can you ask for? Foden puts it out for a goal kick. Not entirely sure what he was trying to do there. 12 minutes to go, plus injury time at Villa Park. Still 2-1 to Manchester City. Douglas Luiz finds Konza, goes back to Martinez. the two games we've had against City, right? The first one we were robbed of poor refereeing decisions, an offside that should have been given that wasn't. That was really irritating to see. And then the handball as well was a poor refereeing decision too, so we were robbed in that. And this game, we took the lead and just defended poorly, so very easily could have picked up, at the very least 4 points against City this season, and we've thrown it away. I've not been impressed. I've really not been impressed with this City team from what I've seen against us anyway. This does not look like a team that are league winners. It really doesn't. But the table doesn't lie. It's just from what I can see. I watched them against Leeds as well, and they didn't impress me against Leeds. Maybe I've just seen the worst City games. I watched them against Chelsea as well in the semis of the FA Cup, and I just weren't impressed. I feel like I've just seen every mediocre game for City this season, but I just don't see how they're top of the league. I don't see how they've won so many games. Maybe it's just really good man management from Pep Guardiola, but the league tables make them out to be like this incredible side, but I just don't see it. I really don't see it. They've got good talents, right, with De Bruyne and Foden, but loads of mediocre players in that side. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Martinez under pressure from Silva. Does put it out of play. I think that's silly from Emi Martinez, personally. We were resting away too much those two last games. Still not good enough for the players you had on the pitch. There's no excuse. Absolute no excuse. I will do or attempt a match reaction with you for West Brom. All right, that should be good. I should enjoy that. Free kick has been given away. Free kick to City. By the way, guys, a lot of you will know this, but some of you won't. I will be covering both the semi-finals for the Champions League. So I will be doing Chelsea versus Real Madrid, and I will be doing the very next day. It will be Manchester City against PSG. I've got both of those already prepared, and you can see the links if you want to save them or do whatever. They have been made, and I will be doing it. It's the first time I've done a non-Villa watch along, so hopefully we'll get some new people to the channel, and it'll be good. So I can't wait for that. It'll be very interesting. Hopefully we'll have good spectacles on play, and it won't be a very boring 1-0 type of game. Jolts Gaming, I haven't been able to watch the match. Were the red cards given rightfully, or were they not? Both decisions were good. The Stones tackle was reckless, to say the least. It was very knee high. Horrific tackle, studs up. I don't know how a straight red wasn't given in the first place, but this is the good thing of VAR, that they can look back and then give it, so fair enough. Matty Cash has been silly. Gets a silly yellow card for a foul at the edge of the box, and then 5 minutes later loses the ball and just takes a swipe at Foden. And it's kind of threw the game away for Villa, because at the time we were starting to dominate more on the ball and really push at City a little bit, but the kind of red card has fizzled this game out, I think, for Villa. Not been anywhere near good enough, and we're just playing like a team in the bottom half of the table, and the average, mediocre side going to the league leaders. I wanted to see us really drive at City, I know Leeds United didn't play the most expansive football against City, but they were prepared to put players forward, and haven't really seen much of that. El Ghazi, he's going to take the throw now for Villa, for instance. He's been on for the last 4 minutes, hasn't touched the ball. He's literally handled the ball more than he's touched it. So I don't know what that says to you, but it says a lot to me. Martinez under pressure from Silva, who's pretty much being the lone striker for City right now. Doing quite well, in truth. McGinn out wide to target. We've got 8 minutes to go here, plus injury time. Still 2-1 to Manchester City. Keenan Davis back to target. Finds Barkley. Again back to target. He's probably had the ball more for Villa than any player today. John McGinn to Barkley. Good pass from him. Barkley to Ollie Watkins for Villa. Watkins' pass was poor. Davis has to fight to keep it in play. It was kept in play by Kyle Walker. I don't know what Davis was trying to do there. He was trying to muscle Kyle to get a throw in, but he's made a complete mess of it. Bernardo Silva for City plays it through. It's a chance for Gundogan. Flicks it beyond Tyrone Mings initially, but even he has made a bit of a mess of that and has forced backwards. Ball's played out wide to Riyad Mahrez against Matt Target. City not really putting many players forward. Walker back to Rodri. He's forced even further backwards towards Laporte. Fairly decent press from Villa. We got Watkins against Diaz, and Diaz had to go back to Edison. Plays it down the channel towards Zinchenko. See, when we put teams under pressure, they do really well and do passes like that and get out of trouble. When teams put us under pressure, we give the ball away. And I hate it. I hate that because like we have pressed these. Press has been okay. It's not been poor, but it's not been brilliant. But they have passed the ball around like no tomorrow. It's been so easy for them. I feel it's just disappointing to see. As a massive Villa fan, to just see us picked apart a little bit here. It's Kyle Walker now for Manchester City. Through to Mahrez. Great chance for City. And a great clearance to the back stick by Konza to deny a third goal for the Citizens. A lovely ball across the face of goal. It was the passing. Mahrez back heel to Walker. Feeds it back to him. Walker looks at the far stick towards Foden. And well cut out by Ezri Konza doing his job for Villa. Corner to City, 5 minutes to go and injury time. We're still 2-1 down. It is 10 men versus 10 men. I just want to see us be a bit more adventurous. I know right now we got players in weird positions, but we are losing this game at the end of the day. Foden, corner taken short. Foden, his cross deflects off target. I don't think he knew too much about it. Zinchenko lays it off to Bernardo Silva. City still have a lot of players forward, considering they are winning this game. So I don't feel like they needed to put that many players forward. But obviously they're going to go for the kill, really. Something I'd like to see us do more. Even when we're playing like the poorer teams in the Premier League or in the Cup, we don't put that many players forward. Even when we are losing a game, maybe it's just Dean Smith's form of game management, but I'd love to see us be a bit more adventurous sometimes. So yeah, he's Douglas Luiz for Aston Villa. Turns away quite well against Bernardo Silva, lays it off to Matt Target for Villa. Down the channel to Ollie Watkins, pretty much being a left winger here with Barkley ahead of him. Watkins loses the ball to Kyle Walker, who slips over and a referee's given a foul. I don't want to use the word terrible, we just look flat. I think flat is the perfect word for it. Doesn't look too promising, but we're still structured. I would use the term terrible to describe West Brom in terms of this season. Sheffield United, I would say abysmal. Fulham, I'd say terrible, but for 2-1 against the league leaders, it's just meh. It's just flat. After taking the lead against a very good Manchester City side, to then see us lose the game and fizzle out, I don't know. It's a bit disappointing, but I think we've made a good account of ourselves today. It's not been amazing. I'd like to have seen us really go at City there. I think the game management was poor. That's what I will say. We really sat off them, and it looked inevitable that they were going to win the game. A bit like the Liverpool game, just sitting off them and just waiting for them to score. And then we just shrug our shoulders and be like, well, what did we expect? We're going to play that way. You need top-class defenders to do that, and we don't. I don't think we do have top-class defenders. Chance for Gundogan in the box for Manchester City against Douglas Luiz, and Konza goes back to Foden. 3 minutes to go plus injury time is Rodri for Manchester City. Lovely outside the boot pass to Foden. Early ball in towards Mahrez. Takes off his chest. Riyad Mahrez trying to get this on his left boot. Pulls it back to Bernardo Silva, who puts it over the crossbar. Trying to put his laces through it. Emi Martinez dives at full stretch. I think he had it covered in truth. Yeah, Martinez, to be fair, had that covered all the way. Even if he did hit the top corner, he's still saving it. But that will be a goal kick to Aston Villa. We got West Bromwich Albion. We do need to turn up for that, 100%. And we need to be better than what we were today. But I don't think we need to be at a very high level to beat West Brom, or we shouldn't be anyway. But we do struggle against the bottom teams. And ironically, I think West Brom is one of the few teams we have actually beaten down the bottom. Fulham, we did the double over. West Brom, we did beat them 3-0 at the Hawthorns. We lost and drew to Brighton. Wolves, to be fair, we did. I think we beat them and we drew to them. I don't know if you want to class them as the bottom. We beat and lost to we beat and drew to Newcastle, and we lost and beat Sheffield. It's the fact we didn't do the double over Sheffield United. Like that's a big one for me. The fact that we actually got beat by that team makes you feel a bit sick. There's no excuse. You have absolutely no excuse to lose to a team who at the time had 11 points. Not good enough. And I would say this season has been a success. 100% it has been a success, and no Villa fan can really turn around and say it hasn't. But you look at games like that and you think what this season could have been. Like we easily, I think, could have been in a Europa League position, but we've thrown away too many games, and that is the sad truth. We just have, and we've thrown away this game, and they're going to bring on another defensive sub to see out the game. Fernandinho is going to come on for Manchester City. I'm interested to see the added time. I can only imagine 3 to potentially 4 minutes. Mahrez to come off, City to have one man up front for the remaining few minutes of this game. And Mahrez even gives the captain's armband to Fernandinho. So it's taken very quickly and it's caught Villa out a little bit. Gundogan against El Ghazi. El Ghazi's been a very poor sub as well. Gundogan to the left-hand side is Zinchenko, who I've been impressed with. If I was to give a man of the match, I would probably say... I'd probably say Rodri. I think Rodri's done really well in midfield. Here is Rodri again for City. 3 minutes added time have been shown. Yeah, I think that's the game for Villa. I can't see us barely getting the ball in 3 minutes, let alone scoring. Here's Walker down the channel for City. He'll keep this in the corner. He is. City holding the ball up in the corner against Villa, though. That's very interesting to see. And we get a goal kick. Oh! I think a goal kick should have been given, but a corner has. It looked like it hit Kyle Walker last. Will be a corner to City, which I imagine they're going to play short and then defend it in the corner again, as what we've seen over and over and over again. I get it, it is game management, but you're doing it against Aston Villa. Like, that doesn't sit right with me personally, but you know, if you want to get the points on the board, you want to win the leagues, it's kind of what you have to do. Here's Bernardo Silva for City, holding the ball up, wins a throw-in off target. 2 minutes of added time to go. Foden to take the throw-in for City, leaves it to actually Bernardo Silva. We probably won't have Jack back for the game. I think Jack's gone for the next 2 games, I would say. And he might be back soon. Well, there's a... Okay, so Bernardo Silva, I think... No, well, either Bernardo or Gundogan has dived there to try and win a free kick. Oh! The referee, I think, is going to give a free kick to Villa for a dive. I'm interested to see what's going on. I thought a free kick was given initially to Manchester City. We're going to see what's happened here. I don't have any of... Well, I don't have the commentators' voices or anything, but the referee's had a talking to Gundogan there. I think wait, I'm very confused at what's going on. Oh no, they're going to retake the throw-in, which eventually is won back by Villa. Barkley gives it away to Bernardo Silva. All Bernardo Silva's pass to Zinchenko wasn't great, and we should win a throw-in for that. We do. We have a minute to go. The Pro Club strat. Look, it's game management, and I know technically you should do it against any team, but it is against Villa. Like, I think that speaks volumes, personally. Foden hooks a pass quite well to Bernardo Silva. City looking to kill the game. Silva, instead of looking towards the corner, the corner flag, he actually does try and drive at City. Fernandinho to Rodri, back to Gundogan. Yeah, we're barely going to see the ball now. Finds Rodri again. Rodri's back heel flicks off McGinn. Zinchenko, he'll hold the ball in the corner now. Back to Rodri. This is very, very dull way of playing, I feel. But I know we'd do the same if we were winning this. Walker to Bernardo Silva on the right-hand side. 3 minutes have been played. Here's Bernardo Silva driving at Villa. They might as well have a go now. Fernandinho, tackle from Davis to win the ball back for Aston Villa. It has to be last attack. Long ball played towards Watkins. And Villa don't win the first ball or the second ball. And we lose the game. It has finished 2-1 to Manchester City. What do I say? What do I say? We're going to go into the after-game analysis. We have lost the game. We haven't played brilliantly. I wouldn't say we played poorly today. We did take the lead within the 30 seconds of the game. A free kick that was taken quickly by Tyrone Mings. We caught City out. John McGinn rolled the ball away for Villa. We then sat back very deep and just allowed Manchester City to attack us wave upon wave upon wave. And eventually the ball was cut back to Foden. He strolled it into the corner. City then took the lead as Rodri flicked a header on beyond Martinez. They did get a red card 40 minutes into the game. It was a challenge from John Stones. Straight red card for the tackle on Jacob Ramsey. And for the first 15 minutes of the second half, we were the dominant side. We had a lot of the we had a lot of the ball. We created opportunities, we created chances, but didn't quite do enough. And then as soon as Matty Cash got sent off, that kind of fizzled the game out, I think, for Villa, which is what it is. I'd like to have seen us go a little bit more. I think we made changes at half time, and then the red card kind of screwed it. We didn't bring a sub on. We still pretty much played 3 at the back for the final half an hour of the game, which was bizarre to say the least. I thought we'd have brought on Al Mohammadi, but yeah. Paul, so thanks for making the watch along interesting, AJ. It's much appreciated. See you the next one, my friend. Take good care. Appreciate that, Paul. And thank you for stopping by. It's a tough one to take, but I think it's a deserved win for City. We can't play that way and expect to get a result. We can't be a goal up and then just sit back and defend. It's that simple. The win will mean, I think, City have officially guaranteed qualification for the Champions League, although they may have already done that prior to the game, but I don't remember seeing that by their team name at half-time. Maybe I'm wrong. But the victory will mean we stay where we are, 2 points behind Leeds. In 11th, we have won as many games as we've lost. Manchester City pull 11 points clear of United, with United having a game in hand. If they win, maybe it makes it interesting, but 8 points behind City with 5 games to go. It's too far now. It's far too far for me. I think City won the league, and I'll still say the same thing as what I said earlier. I don't really see why Man City are top of the league. I really don't. We kind of had to play 3 at the back, and I don't think it affected us too much. I don't think City attacked us too much because they didn't need to. They didn't really, even after the Villa red card, they didn't change their play style. It's just we couldn't attack them as much because we couldn't even bring on. We couldn't push Target forward anymore, and Target has a good cross on him. Same with Matty Cash, and obviously Cash getting sent off completely destroys all that. It's a harsh one to take. On another day we win the game, on another day we get hammered. It's football at the end of the day. I will be back for the Aston Villa game against West Bromwich Albion, the West Midlands derby, and like I said, I'm going to be covering both the Champions League semi-finals, so make sure to be there. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you want to help support me, you can be a member today, and I'll just press that before I leave. AJ with top, because City have been insane before last week. I'm just saying, from what I've seen this season, every Man City game I've seen this season, which hasn't been a lot, but every game I've seen, not been impressed. They're okay. They're an okay side, but I would say a team that deserve top 4. I wouldn't say a team that deserve a title, but like I said, the league doesn't lie. Thank you guys for watching. I will be back. I'm going to make a couple of videos, and obviously I've got loads of live streams this week. So yeah, any support to them will be very good. Thank you guys for the support. I'll see you again soon.